In this video, we will cover the concepts of carbohydrates, the classification and sources. Watch till the end because this video contains the detailed notes which is very helpful for your exams. The definition of the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates are the organic compounds. The carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are the main key elements. This is the general structure of the carbohydrates. CnH2O whole to the N. So this is the general formula of the carbohydrates. It is also called as the sugars or saccharides. So these saccharides or the sugars are the common names of the carbohydrates. The main function of the carbohydrate is to provide the energy to our human body. 1 gram of carbohydrates, 1 gram of carbohydrate will give you 4 kilocalories. According to the biochemistry, the chemical definition is carbohydrates contain the polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones. These aldehydes and these ketones are the main functional groups which are present in the structure of the carbohydrates. During the hydrolysis, during the breakdown, during the digestion of the carbohydrates, these aldehydes, ketones and polyhydroxy compounds are yielded in our body. The polyhydroxy compound means the OH bond present in the structure. The aldehydes and ketones contains the carbonyl group. The carbonyl group means C double bond O. These are present in the structure of the carbohydrate. If this carbonyl group is combined with the aldehyde, it is called as aldose. If it is combined with the ketone, it is called as ketose, depending upon the position of the functional group in the carbohydrate. Monomers. So monomers are the building blocks because whenever if we see the structure of the carbohydrate, these carbohydrate contain the single units. This single unit is called as monomer. This is a sugar unit. This sugar unit is combined to the other sugar unit, and here if we see this is the bond. Okay, this bond is called as the glycosidic bond. It is a covalent bond which is present between the sugar units. This is one sugar unit, this is one sugar unit. These two are bonded with the glycosidic bond, and this complete structure is the carbohydrate structure. This chain will form the complete carbohydrates. This is the classification of the carbohydrates. We have the four main type of carbohydrates: monosaccharides, disaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. The monosaccharides contain the single sugar unit and the disaccharide contain the two sugar units. The oligosaccharides contain 3 to 10 sugar units. Polysaccharide contain more than 10 sugar units. The examples are glucose, fructose and galactose. These are the examples of monosaccharide. Sucrose, lactose, maltose are the examples of disaccharides. Here in the oligosaccharides we have the raffinose, starchiose, etc. I will tell you in the further video. The polysaccharide examples are digestible starch, indigestible fiber cellulose, and it is also stored in the form of glycogen. You can see the picture and you can find the food items containing different type of carbohydrates. Okay. So if we see the simple carbohydrates, these are quickly absorbable, quickly digested. But the complex carbohydrates are not easily digested in our body. Here if we see the overview of the carbohydrates are divided into mainly two groups, as you know, simple and complex. If we see the simple, there are monosaccharides and disaccharides. The monosaccharides. Monosaccharides is containing only one sugar unit. Mono means one, right? So it contain only one type of sugar unit. The examples are glucose, fructose and galactose. Glucose is found in the human body in the form of blood sugar. Fructose present in the fruits. Galactose present in the milk. The examples are very important for your exam because these are asked in the MCQs. Disaccharide. The disaccharide, the di means two, right? These are the two sugar units. The two sugar units are combined to form the disaccharide type of simple carbohydrate. Examples are sucrose, lactose and maltose. The sucrose is also called as the table sugar. One glucose and one fructose combine to form the disaccharide, and this disaccharide is sucrose. One glucose, one galactose, this is combined to form the lactose. Okay, so this lactose is present in the milk, and one glucose and one glucose, these combine to form the maltose. This is the malt sugar which is present mostly in the jaggery. If we see the structure, we find the hydroxyl groups. Depending upon the hydroxyl group position, depending upon the aldehyde and ketone functional groups, these monosaccharides are divided into glucose, fructose and galactose. Complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are containing the many glucose molecules or many simple carbohydrates. So these monomers are combined with the help of glycosidic bond to form the complex carbohydrates. There are two types, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. So if we see the sugar units, there are 3 to 10 sugar units. Okay, so this question is asked in the CPGET, how many sugar units are present in the oligosaccharides? That is 3 to 10 sugar units are present in the oligosaccharides. The examples are beans, onions, fiber-rich vegetables, and these oligosaccharides are fermented in the gut with the help of gut bacteria. If we see the polysaccharide contain more than 10 sugar units. If they are present in the carbohydrate, it is called as the polysaccharide. The examples are starch. The starch is the storage compound present in the plants. Okay. The glycogen is also the storage compound present in the animals and human beings. It is stored in the liver and in the muscles. Fiber, the fiber is present in the plants. Okay, this is a structural part which is forming the structure of the plant parts. It is not easily digested in our human body, but it is helpful for the gut health because it is digested in the large intestine. It is having the different type of health benefits. This is a summary. We will see the type of the monosaccharides. There are different type of monosaccharides, right? The triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose and heptose. The examples of triose is glyceraldehyde, dihydroxyacetone. The examples of tetrose is erythrose and treose. The examples of pentose is ribose or deoxyribose, xylose. Hexose examples are glucose, fructose and galactose, and the heptose examples are pseudoheptose. Here, depending upon the number of carbon atoms, monosaccharides are divided into triose containing the 3 carbons, 4 carbons in the tetrose, 5 carbons in the pentose, 6 carbons in the hexose. 7 carbons in the heptose. The monosaccharide sources. So we have seen the different type of monosaccharides, right? And if we will see the sources, the biological importance, glucose is helpful for energy, fructose is the sweetness of the sugar, galactose helpful for the brain structure and nerve structure of our body, and ribose is helpful for the ATP synthesis and RNA. Oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are the type of the carbohydrates. They contain the 3 to 10 monomeric units. Okay, these are the prebiotics, which food items which are digested in our body in the presence of bacteria. This bacteria will break down these oligosaccharides and it is helpful for our human health. The different type of the oligosaccharides are trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, pentasaccharides, and fructooligosaccharides and galactooligosaccharides are the different types. If we see the 3 sugar units, 4 sugar units and 5 sugar units, so depending upon the type of the sugar units, these oligosaccharides are divided. These sources are beans, cabbage, broccoli, legumes, soya beans, peas, lentils, onions, garlic, chicory root. Okay, so human milk also containing these oligosaccharides. If we see in the point of view of the biochemistry, there are the two type of oligosaccharides, the reducing oligosaccharides and non-reducing oligosaccharides. The reducing oligosaccharides means they are freely available and the non-reducing oligosaccharides are not freely available. That means the aldehyde or the ketone are freely available, but here the aldehyde or ketonic group are not freely available. That means if we see the general structure we can able to understand. Don't go in deep, just remember if it is freely available it is reducing, if it is not freely available it is non-reducing. Examples of the reducing oligosaccharides are maltose, lactose and melibose, and the examples of the non-reducing are sucrose, raffinose, okay, and starchiose. Biochemical features of oligosaccharides. So these oligosaccharides are containing the glycosidic bonds. Obviously, these glucosic molecules, these monomeric molecules are bounded with the help of the oligosaccharidic glycosidic bond. So what is the main importance of the oligosaccharides is these oligosaccharides cannot be digested in our human body, okay, because our human body do not have these enzymes to digest the oligosaccharides. And the main functions are these oligosaccharides are helpful for the cell recognition, okay. These oligosaccharides are mostly helpful for our brain and also nerve functions. Next, these oligosaccharides are helpful for our gut because in our gut there is a good bacteria. This good bacteria will grow with the help of oligosaccharides by digesting them. Okay. The bacteria are bifidobacteria and lactobacilli. Main sources of oligosaccharides. Fructooligosaccharides are present in garlic and different type of food groups. Galacto-oligosaccharides are present in the dairy products and soya beans. Raffinose, it is present in the kidney beans, lentils and broccoli. Malto-oligos, these are present in the malted beverages and corn syrup. Okay, so these are the different type of examples and sources. Polysaccharides. The polysaccharides are two type of polysaccharides we have. The storage polysaccharides and also the structural polysaccharides. The classification of the polysaccharides depending upon the function. So depending upon the function we have the storage polysaccharides and we have the structural polysaccharides. The storage means they are stored in our body, okay, and The structural polysaccharides are depending upon the shape, depending upon the strength of the cells, these are divided. The types of the storage polysaccharides are starch and glycogen. The starch is present in the plants. Okay, the starch containing the amylose and amylopectin in the structure is called as the starch. Glycogen, it is present in the animals, it is present in the human beings, it is present in the livers and the muscles of our human body. Cellulose, the cellulose is present in the cell wall. The cell wall is made up of the cellulose. Chitin or chitin, it is present in the exoskeleton, that means the insects or the fungi having the thick bone like structure. Okay, it is also called as the chitin. It is also a type of polysaccharide. Next, classification by composition. So polysaccharides again classified into monopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides depending upon the composition, depending upon the components which are present in the polysaccharide. Okay, so if there are same monomeric units, okay, only one type, that means all monomeric units are same, that is called as homopolysaccharide. Example are starch, glycogen, cellulose. Okay, they contain only glucose, that means all glucose, only glucose molecules are bonded to form the homopolysaccharides. Here in the heteropolysaccharides, hetero means different. There are the different type of monomeric units which are present. Okay, there are two different types or many, okay, many different type of groups combined to form the hyaluronic acid, pectin, heparin, etc. So these are the heteropolysaccharides. So if we see the structure, the starch containing the amylose, amylose is a chain-like structure. Amylopectin containing the branches, here you can see the branches. Okay, this is present in the starch. Glycogen is again a branched structure. The cellulose is again the structurally complexly branched structure.